Alright, let's get it. YouTube, what is good and thank you. We have reached our first goal of 300 subscribers, so while we're at it, go ahead and do me a favor. Hulk smash the like button, and if you're even cooler than that, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Remember, if you ain't subscribing, then we ain't vibing. All this content is completely free. Go ahead, leave me a comment below if you think I'm crazy or any of my picks that you think I got wrong. Please, let me know what you have to say, and make sure you stay with me till the end, because I do got a parlay that I think y'all could win some money on this weekend. We're jumping right in there. Week 7 NFL picks and predictions. Let's get it. First game of the week. We got the Denver Broncos going to New Orleans to play the Saints. Man, Denver got humbled last weekend by AFC rival. I think the game script is out on them. I'm going to have to take them off their high horse. I was thoroughly impressed with Spencer Rattler and how he handled the offense in the first half of the game against the Buccaneers, honestly. And with Denver's number 1 corner out with a concussion, I don't think he plays this week. I'm going to go ahead and have to lean towards the New Orleans Saints for a nice, boring Thursday night matchup. I'm taking them outright. I will take the under. This is like a 20-10 game. And then I'm taking the -1 New Orleans Saints for the second game at home in a row, getting the dub. Let's go. Moving along, second game of the week, we got the New England Patriots and Drake May flying all the way to London to play the Jacksonville Jaguars, who also had a game last weekend there in London. It's very interesting to me. I do think that plays a factor in this. I do think that this is Drake May's second game starting, and I do think the Jacksonville Jaguars need a rebound in this matchup. This line is about right to me. I do think the Jacksonville Jaguars put up some points in this. I think Evan Ingram redeems himself for that fumble. I do think that Drake May puts up some points in this. I see the Patriots scoring about 17 to 20 points, 23 points. I will take the over in this matchup, but I will take the Jacksonville Jaguars home team to secure the rebound and take the dub all the way back to the States. Jacksonville Jaguars, let's get it. Moving along, we got the Cincinnati Bengals going to Cleveland to play the Browns. Now, for some reason, this line looks a little sketchy to me. I don't know about betting 5s for favorites. I don't know why. The first bet that I want to throw out there, this is going to be the over. I do think that surprisingly Cleveland's offense puts up points in this game. For that reason, divisional rival at home underdog. Nope, I can't do it. I gotta pick Cleveland +5 in this matchup. They played Philadelphia pretty damn good in the first half, and then I will take the Bengals outright since they do need this victory pretty bad for the playoff picture. They're falling off slow, but let's get back in the race here, boys. Okay, moving along, we got the Miami Dolphins swimming all the way to Indianapolis to play Joe Flacco and the high-flying Colts, man. Colts looking good on offense. Let's see here. I don't know about the Miami's quarterback situation along with their secondary. I love the 190 plus 155. This screams home team to me. I'm going to go ahead and take the Indianapolis Colts here to make a defensive play in the third quarter with 4 minutes left, LOL, to go ahead and take that, secure the victory. This seems like for ratings' sake to keep Miami in it, that they're going to have to keep this a lower scoring game. They as in the refs. It's all rigged here. So we're going to take the under in this matchup, and I will take the Colts -3.5 to win by 5-6 points in this matchup. Moving along, we got the Philadelphia Eagles flying to New York to play the Giants. Little divisional matchup. I love it. Philadelphia looking strong with A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith back. You know how I feel about 190s. I'm going to have to take the away team, actually, favored at 190. Danny Dimes, I am a fan of. I'm just not sure about this defense yet. I will take Gonna take the over, the high-flying Eagles. Let's keep soaring. I see them putting about 30 points up in this matchup, and let's take the Eagles -3.5. Rock with me. Let's go, Philadelphia. Moving along, we got a high-scoring matchup. We got the Detroit Lions going to Minnesota to play the Vikings. Now, Detroit Lions just scored a lot of points in this matchup, but they just lost their starting defensive end, I fear, for the season with a broken leg. This is a close game, as you can see. The undefeated team in the league at home, though, coming off a pretty good victory. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the under in this matchup. Two high-flying teams cancel out and make a low-scoring game. I do think Detroit's offense is the best in the league, but they're going against probably the best defensive scheme in the league. So for that, I will take the under. I'm going to take the Vikings, actually, at home. I do think that Sam Darnold lights up this defense, and I will take them favored at 2 points against the Lions. Maybe the books know something that I don't. I'm going to rock with the books here. Hopefully I'm right. Let's go. Minnesota Vikings, get the home dub. Moving along, we got the Seattle Seahawks flying to Atlanta to play the Falcons. You know, the Falcons just had a pretty good victory here. This line is sketchy to me. I would think the Falcons would be favored by more than 3 points here, especially in their own stadium. For that reason, this is a bird matchup. You know how I feel about the bird matchups. I'm taking the Seattle Seahawks at +3 in this matchup. Call me crazy. I'm taking them outright in this matchup. +125. Gino with DK Metcalf, lights it up. Jackson Smith and Zigba. And then we're going to take the over. I love betting 50s as overs. I do see that this is a high-flying matchup with all these feathers. High-scoring matchup. Seattle, sweep across the board. Let's get it. Next matchup, we got the Houston Texans going to Green Bay to play the Packers. Now, I do think this is another high-scoring matchup. I do think Jordan Love is getting comfortable in the offense, but unfortunately, they're going up against a defensive-minded head coach here. NFC versus AFC. You know how I feel about the AFC as a better conference. For that reason, I will probably take the Houston Texans as the underdog. Give me the money, C.J. Stroud, to light up this young defense. I'm taking the over in this matchup. This is a 34-26 game, and I will take Houston at +2.5. Rock with me for the money, Houston. I think Green Bay, they've won 2 in a row now or something. Yeah, they need to fall off a bit. Moving along, we got the Tennessee Titans going to Buffalo to play the Bills. Now, you can see the spread right here is a larger number compared to a lower total. Usually in the NFL, these games are blowout games, 27-6 or 24-13, something like that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take the under in this matchup. I do think that Tennessee's defensive line makes a stand here. I'm taking the under 42. I got to rock with the -450 just because numbers don't lie here over time. But I've learned also my lesson to never bet big numbers in the NFL by now at least. And I will take the +8.5 Tennessee. Maybe their defense surprises somebody in the third quarter. Kind of a boring matchup if you think, obviously, everyone thinks Buffalo's going to win. Moving along, we got the Carolina Panthers going to Washington to play Jaden Daniels and the high-flying Commanders. They're in command lately. Here we go. The Panthers, once again, playing these big numbers. I thought they were going to cover it last weekend. Maybe I'm learning my lesson here. I do think the Commanders need a rebound, and this is at home. This is a perfect opportunity. This line looks about right. While it's early, I'm going to go ahead and take Washington at -7.5. I do think their offense explodes here in the second half. I will take the over in this matchup just for ratings' sake. I do think that Andy Dalton is still putting up points. I like the way that he's in the command of the Carolina offense. Deontay Johnson looking like a star. Go ahead and take the over in Jaden Daniels' passing yards here, and I'd probably take Deontay Johnson for the touchdown anytime. I'm taking Washington outright as well. Moving along, we got the Las Vegas Raiders going to LA to play the Rams. Now, this is kind of a home game, if you ask me. There's going to be a lot of Raiders fans at this game, and I don't know the health status of the Rams wide receivers. I do think the Raiders need a bounce back here, and this is a perfect opportunity for Aiden Connell to make a name for himself against this weak Rams secondary. I'm going to have to take the Raiders, +5.5. Let me hear it. Raiders! And I will take the over in this matchup. I do think with Aiden O'Connell, of course, my favorite quarterbacks are Goff and Stafford. Stafford's going to have to light it up. And then I will take... I'm going to take the Rams at home. I think the Raiders are falling off slowly, I guess. Close game for ratings' sake for us Raiders fans, but, Rams got to take this home dub. Moving along, we got the Kansas City Chiefs. Interesting matchup. Underdogs against the San Francisco 49ers. Now, we all know the San Francisco 49ers defense is not the same as it's been the past couple years. We saw that in the first 4 weeks. But what we're seeing here is Pat Mahomes as an underdog. It's looking very nice. San Francisco coming off a pretty good game. I will take the under in this matchup. I do think that two high-flying teams cancel out my theory and make a lower-scoring game. This is a perfect example of that. They're going to try to keep Pat Mahomes off the field, I do believe. I do believe Shanahan's going to want to run the ball. Excuse me. I will take Pat Mahomes as the underdog, though. I just can't do it. They're undefeated for a reason. And so far, what I've seen from San Francisco's secondary, it's not going to work. No matter who Pat Mahomes throws to, he has the better coach, and the plays are unstoppable. Moving along, we got the New York Jets going to Pittsburgh. Sorry, I've been smoking. Going to Pittsburgh to play the Steelers. My God, I think the Pittsburgh defense combination with the Justin Fields mobility is really working out. I could see them going far in the playoffs, honestly. Aaron Rodgers is just not looking like the same quarterback that I've seen him in previous years. His age is really catching up to him. His connection with Garrett Wilson isn't really what I expected to see either. And Breece Hall isn't really running as good as I thought he would. I think their rookie running back is actually snapping. For that reason, I do think that the Pittsburgh defensive line gets to Aaron in this game. I'm going to have to take him at home while the world's watching on Sunday night. I do think this is a lower scoring affair just to keep the Jets in it, honestly. Taking the under 36.5, and I will take Pittsburgh minus 1.5. All right, that was Week 7 NFL picks and predictions. Go ahead, if you've gotten this far, do me a favor. We're rocking. Smash the like button and go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Remember, if you ain't subscribing, then we ain't vibing. I'm going to go ahead and clear some selections, and as I promised you, I don't break promises, we're going to get into a parlay for the Week 7 NFL slate. First game I'm taking to finish off the parlay, I'm taking Pittsburgh at home on Sunday Night Football against Aaron Rodgers' offensive line. They're going to have too many sacks in this game, and I do think Justin Fields starts running around a bit. This is going to be a Pittsburgh victory for sure. I can't bet against the Raiders or for the Raiders anymore. For that reason, I'll take the Rams at home to get this dub. They need a dub bad. I will take Jaden Daniels to rebound after the loss against the Baltimore Ravens. That's an easy pick for me. I'm skipping a couple games. I will take the Eagles at minus 190. I like that number versus the divisional opponent. I actually will take another 190 right beside it. The Colts call me crazy. Joe Flacco, let's go. I will take, let's see here, Jacksonville Jaguars to stay over there in London. And then I'm actually going to take the Bengals against this Browns secondary to handle business as well. That's 7 bets. We're going to go ahead and put $50 on that. That should win you $753. So, you know what I'm saying? Something to pay the phone bill this weekend, if you know what I'm talking about. All right. Do me a favor, once again, hit the like and subscribe. We're getting it popping. If you like what I had to say, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think I got wrong. I'll see you on the other side. Austin Wayne, Week 7, out.